Thanks. Hope you're doing well. My name is Dr. Milind Shinde, MD Pediatric from AIIMS Bhopal. So today I'm going to talk about the FMG exam that are going to happen in 2022. So the students who are currently in the final year or who are appearing in next year's FMG, here are some advices that I want to give you about the preparation, that how you should prepare for the same. So I'm sure that a lot of online classes are available. So you must have joined some of them, or some people they are not joining. So both are okay. If you have the concepts already, like clear concept, it's okay if you haven't joined any classes. So first thing about the source. So now we have for June 2022 we have around 7 months, and for the December 22 we have almost 1 year for that exam, so we have a ample time. So now what I will advise you, that whenever you're formulating a timetable, you have to make one long term timetable and one short term timetable. So in long-term timetable, you have to define that how you are going to distribute the subject along this for these both the exams. That how are you going to finish your subject before June or December, like whichever exam you are appearing. If you are appearing for a December exam, then you can make a more relaxed timetable. So I will first tell you guys about how to create a. So let's talk about the timetable first, and how you have to plan your studies. So whenever you formulate a timetable, so first we'll talk about long term. So that is distributed over the month. So we have the month of December, we have the month of Jan, Feb, March, April, and May. So I'll just show you the example that how are we, if you are applying for the June, how to make a timetable. So you have to finish, like we have December has already started. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 months we have till our exam. So what we can plan? So for 3 months for initial reading, then 2 months, and 2 months for revisions. So we can finish 2 revisions before our final exam. So how should we distribute our subject? Guys, I have always said that your basic sciences, that is your anatomy, physio, biochem, patho, pharma, and micro. So these are going to be your basic subject, and this is what going to give you the passing mark. These are the most important subject. So whenever you make a timetable, start with this subject and have a good command on this subject. These are the most important subject. Followed by add short subjects, and then clinical subject, the majors like anatomy, the majors like medicine, PSM, obs, gynae, surgery, pedia, ophtha, and ENT. So that you have to add later. So whenever you start making a timetable, you have to concentrate more on these subjects. Okay. So formulate timetable in such a way so at least you are able to revise twice before exam. If you are writing the December session, you can make more relaxed timetable. You can have like 5 months for your first reading, and then 2 months you can do one more revision, and that will even give you a better benefit. Now this is about the timetable that you have for a long term. Now most of you will be having your final MBBS exam that will be scheduled in June. So you must be preparing for that also. So what you can do, the preparations are not going to be different, but your final MBBS exam will mostly have clinical like large subject, medicine, surgery. So you can also integrate this subject into your reading. So whenever your day is end, there are two options. If you are reading directly from the notes, suppose you have bought some notes and you are directly reading, it's okay. If you are watching some videos for the conceptual learning video classes, at least dedicate 2 hours daily for a video, followed by 2 hours of theory reading. Plus, every day solve 1 hour of MCQs. You have to solve MCQs for practice, because if you don't solve MCQs, then it will be difficult for you to get the familiar with the pattern. MCQs helps you in memorizing and also helps you building the critical thinking, because whenever you see a question, it is not going to be a single liner. Nowadays a lot of clinical scenarios are there. They are asking a lot of clinical scenarios, so you have to integrate these things into one. You have to integrate these things, and you should develop this kind of thinking. So for that you should solve MCQs. Now most of you have joined. There are a lot of classes like Marrow have good classes, then DAMS have online courses, DBMCI has online courses. Then we have I mean, if you are going for the classes, then PrepLadder has a lot of courses. Apart from that, which the classes which I had joined was the FMG. classes. We had a very good faculty led by Dr. Vikas, and that was also a very good experience. So if you're looking for, definitely FMG is also a very good choice for the classes. So you can just combine your videos with theory with MCQs. There is also one book, that is FMG Solution, which a lot of people, lot of students read, and that is also a very good book. It will help you in understanding a lot of concepts, and this is also can help you practice in MCQs. So basically, over 1 year, you have to formulate a timetable, one long term, one good read, that is a first read, followed by at least 3 revisions before your exam. So make that plan, try to formulate that plan, give importance to the basic sciences. You have to have command on your first and second year, first 3 years subject along with, and you have to study your medicine, surgery, obs-gynae for your final exam. PSM is a subject that is very weak for final medical graduates, because we are not, taught this subject very well, or very much, because it depends on the local epidemiology and the local population. So we are studying abroad, so it's little bit different. So you have to read that also. You have to give a special attention for that subject. There are a lot of online videos are available which you can use for your concept clearing and for your knowledge. So guys, that's all. You have to just stick to your notes. Don't read anything else apart from your class notes and MCQs. And you have to, revision is the key. More you revise, better you will get. And do not waste time. Even if you study, trust me, even if you study 2 hours daily, you'll definitely clear this exam. So guys, I wish you all the best. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment box. And I wish you all success and take care.